everybody, what is going on? Welcome to Regularjosh1. Now this is the second part of the Q&A, and so without any further delays or whatever, let's just jump right into it. Michael McJunkin asks, 1. What do you think of DC Superhero Girls 2019? Never really saw the show, wasn't necessarily all that interested in it. I'm not really the biggest fan of superhero type content. Not that I don't like superhero stuff, but you know, it's just personally not my thing. 2. What is your favorite season of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic? Probably would have to be either season 1, 2, or 3. 3. What's your favorite food? Burgers. Thoughts on VeggieTales? I like VeggieTales. It is still one of my favorite kid shows from back when I was, well, a kid. 5. Favorite Pixar film? Finding Nemo. Yes, I've said that a couple of times in my last video, and it's always going to be my favorite. I don't know if there's going to be any other Pixar film that's going to be able to top Finding Nemo for me personally. 6. Do you like We Bare Bears? Yes, I do. And OKKO? Nah, I haven't really been able to check out OKKO, so I don't have an opinion on it. And it's sad that it doesn't air on Cartoon Network anymore, because now I can't really check it out, because I don't have HBO Max! And 7, do you like the Ducktales 2017 reboot? Yes, I do. I think all other cartoons that want to have another reboot, or is planning to have another reboot, they need to take after Ducktales 2017. Like, they just have to. It's a perfect reboot. Captain Branch Street asks, what's your favorite animated series of all time? I would definitely have to say SpongeBob SquarePants. I am still a big fan of SpongeBob, even though it's had its ups and downs. But in terms of all the shows that I tend to watch right now, or shows that I used to watch or whatever, SpongeBob still has to be number 1 in my book. Northwestern Railway 66 asks, do you have any shows that inspire you creatively that got you to where you are? In terms of this channel, I can't necessarily say there's been any shows that really got me to want to do certain things with this channel, or just where I am currently right now. Now, I can tell you how I got the idea to start doing this channel, and I've said it before, but Ben T. Looney, Rebel Taxi, Pie Guy Rules, these 3 people, they would be talking about cartoons, and some of them would rant about it, and blah, blah, blah. And so that's really how I kind of got the idea of starting this channel and everything else and whatnot. And number 2, you ask, have you seen Cobra Kai? No, I have not. I've heard a lot of good things about it, but I have not seen Cobra Kai. Ironhide251 asks me 3 questions, but I'm only going to answer the first one because I don't have much to say about number 2 or number 3. But number 1, he asked me, what inspired you to get into voice acting in the first place? Well, I have a love for animated shows and animated movies, as you can tell. So, and me being an actor, of course, I would love to be in those kind of cartoons. So I always really wanted to do voice acting ever since I was definitely in middle school, and probably ever since I was a kid. Since live performances can't necessarily happen during this pandemic anymore, I ended up just deciding, well, if I want to continue to act, why not try to do voice acting? And so got myself a new mic setup and everything, and signed up for some casting sites for voice acting and whatnot, and that's basically how I got into a lot of projects, and I'm very, very thankful for that. Rabbids Fanboy asks, 1, what do you think about the Rabbids series? If you're talking about the video games that start the Rabbids, I never really played any of those, so I don't really have that much of an opinion on that. But if you're talking about Rabbids Invasion, which was a short series that was on Nickelodeon, I hated it. It was so irritating. It was bad. I know it's probably gonna hurt you in particular, since you know your username is Rabbids Fanboy. But yeah, personally, in terms of Rabbids Invasion, I didn't like it. And number 2, you say, do you know that you can watch the 3rd SpongeBob movie for free on YouTube with no VPN? This might not age well if Viacom takes it down. Yeah, I did see that video. I was very surprised that somebody ended up uploading the entire movie to YouTube. The time I saw it, I think it was up for like maybe a couple of days or a week, but I'm pretty sure right now it's definitely not up on YouTube anymore. Kirby's XD says, have you ever seen a YouTube poop before? I reacted to 2 of them, I believe, a few years back on my YouTube channel, and obviously those have been privated because I find those to be cringeworthy. And your second question is, did you know that Baby Shark is getting a Nickelodeon TV series in 2021? Yes, I am aware of that, and am I afraid? Yeah. I don't know how that's even gonna pan out, but all I can say is it's definitely scary. Awesome Oslet, I guess that's how you say your name, asks, have you ever seen the MCU? And if so, what's your favorite MCU movie and character? I would have to say in terms of character, it would probably have to be Spider-Man, maybe. I mean, if you're talking about like just the recent MCU movies and whatnot, then yeah, it would definitely have to be Spider-Man. Or just Spider-Man in general in terms of Marvel. I think he's probably one of my favorite superheroes. And in terms of MCU movie, I can't say I have a favorite, but I did watch a few of these movies, like 2 of the Avenger movies, didn't see Endgame, and I saw a couple of the Iron Man movies and whatnot. So yeah, I definitely do enjoy them. In terms of a favorite, I can't say I really have one, but yeah. And 2, what made you decide on the whole bunny aesthetic / character for your channel? To be honest, Sky wasn't really a character that I created solely for this channel. In fact, Sky was a thing before I brought him to the channel, if anything else. I'm not quite sure what really made me think of Sky as my avatar, because I did drop the pony avatar because I was like, it doesn't really make sense for me to keep having it. And for a while, I didn't necessarily have an avatar. And so I guess because I still had this character and I did get a couple of drawings of this character from a previous artist, the first artist that ever drew Sky for me, I think, I decided, you know what, might as well use him as the mascot. And so, you know, that's basically how he became the look for this channel. Jacob York says, love watching your videos. Keep up the great work. You are awesome. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad that you enjoyed my videos. I know that you've been on this channel watching me for a while, so definitely glad to see that you're still here and glad that you still, you know, enjoy my work here. And what's your favorite cartoon? Again, SpongeBob SquarePants. I mean, I have a lot of other shows that are definitely a favorite of mine, but in terms of my #1 favorite cartoon, it would still have to go to SpongeBob right now. Naima Clark asks, how do you feel about Nick Rewind? For me, I just wonder why they keep changing the name, putting it up on air and then taking it off, and why they constantly show the same episodes of the same 3 or 4 shows they air. They hardly change it up. Well, I think maybe that's possibly because of how late at night they air these shows at, and probably a lot of people are asleep, and so it's probably not like a very busy time slot in terms of viewers. So, but yeah, I think it would be a good thing for them to update it, like add some more shows and whatnot. Ozzy All says, I have 3 questions if you'd like to answer. I did already answer number 1, which is, have I seen Ducktales and do I like it and blah blah blah. So number 2 would be, do you think the Cartoon Network is in bad shape right now, and what's their plans in the future going against their competition such as Disney, Netflix, or heck, even Nickelodeon, who is trying to be more competitive? It is interesting how, you know, for a channel that is basically trying to compete with the others like Disney Channel and Nickelodeon, they're not really doing a lot. Going more towards the digital streaming service, obviously, with most of their shows kind of going to HBO Max. So in terms of that, that's probably where they're going to end up. But just with the current moves that they're making, it seems like that's what they're doing. And if they do kind of plan on staying a TV channel, then they're just gonna have to give us some more stuff. I mean, that's the most I can really say at that point. Boy Comics says, why do you sound like Daniel T Gaming? I'm not really sure who Daniel T Gaming is. I mean, I did check out one of his videos because when I got that question, I was like, yeah, I have to check out who this guy is and do I really sound like him? And yeah, I will say that we do sound a little bit similar, just mainly in the way that we talk, I guess. And our last question for our Q&A is by Brony T Pony, who comes back with another question asking, does your bunny avatar have a name / backstory? I did kind of answer that already, but yes, the name is Sky for my bunny avatar. And in terms of a backstory, no, I never really gave Sky a backstory, if anything else. I mean, like, it was never really something that I thought about doing, because a lot of people who have, say, personas or avatars or whatnot, they always give their characters a backstory. I never necessarily gave him one. Will I? I don't know, to be honest. It's possible, but it's not really in the playing cards right now. So there you go on that. And that is the end of our Q&A series, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I didn't get to go over every single question. I did do most of them, and yeah, because, you know, there were some questions that were asked that I either answered before or some that I just didn't necessarily have enough knowledge to really give an answer to. Thank you guys so much for asking me all these questions. I got a whole lot more than I was expecting, and I really do appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for watching my videos, supporting me, and I really do appreciate you guys a lot. I mean, I know I don't say that very often in these videos, but I really do appreciate every single one of you who still watches my videos, who is still subscribed to me for this long, you know, so it's definitely been absolutely great. So again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and thank you so much for the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed these 2 videos. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and hit the bell to be notified of my next video. Thank you very much, and remember, you're hearing it from a regular bunny in a regular world. See you next time.